Y'all already know who it is, y'all. King Ade with the Wizards Review. And you already see on my face, man. Do I really need I say more? You know what I'm saying? Another win, man. Another win. Big game tonight, man. The return of John Wall. I was looking forward to this game. I know we all were looking forward to this game. And the outcome was very favorable. It looked very good. And we're going to get right into it, man. We're going to get right into it. So I'm going to start with the things I didn't like. You know what I mean? We just got to get into that. Because there were a few things I didn't like in the game. It wasn't a perfect game, but we got the dub. And that's always what matters, getting that dub. You know what I mean? But the first thing I didn't like, off jump, first half defense. We gave up way too many points. We gave up way too many points. We gave up way too many points in the first half. We still ended the first half with the lead, but we still gave up way too many points. You know what I'm saying? Like, we scored a lot, but they scored a lot too. So, we got to tighten that up, man. But we clamped it down in the second half, and, but we gave up too many points. I didn't like the second quarter shooting drought that we had. We had a scoring drought in the second quarter, and we let the Rockets come close, go up on us. And we just couldn't score until Beal broke us out of it. But, we just can't have those type of lulls. But, again, this is the NBA. It's going to happen from time to time. But, I didn't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like scoring lulls. Our team is too explosive to not score at will. You know what I mean? So just to see that was a little disheartening. But, again, we got the dub. Who cares? I do, but still, we got the dub. What else I didn't like? Towards the end of the first half, we had a few bad turnovers. Beal and Westbrook turned the ball over. Just sloppy play, you know what I mean? But they were unnecessary turnovers that we didn't need towards the end of the first half. But, other than that, though, for the most part, as a team, and again, I say keyword team, we didn't turn the ball over. We, for the most part, took care of the ball as a team, you know what I mean? But with that said, Westbrook, he had 5 turnovers, but we're going to get into that too because, it was 5 turnovers. And some of those turnovers were bad turnovers, but they didn't cost us the game. But what I didn't like more about Westbrook's game than the turnovers was he shot bad shots. You know what I mean? Too many bad shots, too many forced shots. It just seemed like he was trying to prove something tonight as far as shooting the ball. And we all know that's his weakness. You know what I mean? We all know that he can't shoot. He got to admit that. He has to admit that to himself. Like, yo, I got players, I got scorers on this team. I'm a great assist man. You know what I mean? I got to cut down on these bad shots, man. Give it up to a teammate that has a better chance of making the shot, man, because he shot too many. He didn't have a good shooting percentage tonight. But that's all, and the 5 turnovers, you know what I mean? But that's all he didn't do well tonight. And quite frankly, let me see. That's really it. That's really it that I didn't like tonight. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there was one more thing. Almost forgot. The first half, I have to admit. And not even the first half, but from the first quarter to the third quarter. The first 3 quarters of the game, I'm not going to lie, man. But John Wall, he looked better than Westbrook. He looked better than Westbrook the first 3 quarters of the game. He looked better, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we know John Wall came. You could tell he came with a mission, and sometimes he came to play us with a mission. He had something on his mind. Now, sometimes being too emotional can catch up to you, and, we're going to get into that. But you know what I'm saying? But he did from the first to the third quarter. Overall, John Wall was looking better than Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things I didn't like about the game. Those are the things I didn't like. But the list of what I did like was much longer than the list I didn't like. So we're just going to get right into it. And I'm going to start with Westbrook, man. I love the way Westbrook started the game. I love the way he started the game, man. He started with aggressiveness. He started with aggression. He also came out like he had something to prove. And I think that contributed to the shot selection tonight. Because his shot selection was terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like he was trying to prove that he could shoot when everybody knows he can't shoot. But he did everything else, man. Just like yesterday. This was his first back-to-back. And both games, he gave us a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? He gave us a little bit of everything. And speaking of that, the fourth quarter though, that's why I said the first to the third quarter, John Wall looked better than Westbrook. But fourth quarter, the money quarter, the quarter that matters the most. What Russell Westbrook, he had a bad turnover, but he had 6.5 assists, 5 rebounds. Closed it out. He closed out the game. And I'm not gonna lie, just watching the game initially, I was like, yo, John Wall looked better overall than Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? But in the fourth quarter, I loved how Westbrook played. And also with Wall, he showed his flaws in the fourth quarter. He turned the ball over. We put pressure on him. And again, that emotion that he came playing with in the first 3 quarters, that helped propel him. But in the fourth quarter, I felt that it kind of like we got in his head. He was trying to do too much. And with that, he made a lot of mistakes. So I like that. But overall, between the Westbrook and Wall comparison, what I came to the conclusion of tonight was that they both had shining moments in the game. They both had 5 turnovers in the game. So they both, showed, the flaws and their strengths. Both of them showed why they are who they are. You know what I'm saying? But I think, honestly, after watching this game and watching the last few games, I just feel that, I love John Wall, man. I really do. I still do. He's still, like my favorite player. Well, I don't know, man. Bill, I don't know, man. But we're going to get into that. But what I come to the conclusion is that for this season, I believe Russell Westbrook is a better player for our team this season. You know what I mean? It's more than just the scoring, but it's the energy, it's the leadership, and it's on the court doing a little bit of everything. As well as John Wall played tonight, he's not giving us a triple-double like Westbrook did. You know what I mean? And that's what I liked about Westbrook's game tonight. His stat line was out of control. You know what I mean? His stat line was out of control. He had one of the best, a big triple-double. It was just a big triple-double, and we needed that, and he gave it to us the right way. You know what I mean? And I just feel that his example for this season, I feel that his fit on our team is a better fit. To say who's a better player at this moment is debatable. You know what I mean? Some people might say Wall's better. Some people still might say Westbrook is better. That's debatable. But what I don't think is debatable is for this season, for the leadership, the experience, the way Westbrook carries himself, I feel his example is what is needed for us this season. So that's what I came to the conclusion with. Another thing that I liked today was our ball movement, man. We had great ball movement. It's 2 games in a row our offense is looking crisp. And I think our lineup changes, putting Garrison Matthews, starting Wagner, I think those 2 wrinkles really have helped us because we got 2 players on the court that know their role. They know their role. They're the dirty workers of the team. You know what I'm saying? They get rebounds. You know what I mean? Play hard, foul hard. They know their role. We need that type of energy at the start of the game, and I feel like they're giving it to us. So I have to really show them love for that. I also like Bertans, man. You know what I liked about his game tonight? He was hitting threes. And that's what we pay him to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're paying him to do. But the last 2 games, what I also liked about Bertans is he was giving us more out there, man. He was getting rebounds. Today, he had a sick assist early in the game to Bill, man. You know what I mean? And it was, just seeing him doing more on the court. Understanding that, man, we pay you 80. You got an 80 mil. We gave you 80 mil. Like, if you're not hitting threes, you got to be out there doing something, man. And he's been hitting threes the last couple of games and doing more. So I really like the way he's playing, man. I just feel like overall the team is coming together, man. During the game, I was watching Rui, and like when he ran down the court, certain parts of the game, he would run down the court and post up deep in the paint, man. And we get him the ball, and he will go up hard, get fouled, or score the point. Like, he is learning how to be a pro, man. He is learning, slowly but surely, he is learning how to be a pro, man. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Rui, man, especially lately. It's just like after the game before Boston when we got blown out, and it looked like we had, against New York, where we looked like we had no heart. I just feel like the last 2 games, Rui just coming out like, nah, y'all not gonna talk about me like this, man. And he's just been showing out and just showing that he is growing the way that we anticipated. To me, he was a great pick, a great draft pick. He just started, and he was showing signs last year, but he's beginning to come into his zone, and I really like that, man. You know what I mean? What else did I like, man? Oh, man, I like our overall effort on defense the whole game. Again, in the first half, we gave up too many points, man, but we were showing effort. They were making shots. We were making shots. It was a fast-paced game, but we were showing effort, more effort than earlier games this season where we did give up a lot of points, but it was because we weren't having any defensive effort. At least we had defensive effort. We just were not giving up. We were just giving up points in the first half. But in the second half, we clamped down. And in the fourth quarter especially, we pulled away and got the win. You know what I mean? We got the win. So that leads me to Mo Wagner, man. Again, man, just putting him in the starter, he earned it. He been earned it. You know what I mean? He been earned it. I don't know why he would not play certain games. He would get DMPs, and I just didn't understand that. But I think Brooks is understanding, man, this is my best center. He's been working the hardest. He never had his head down. He was always ready. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting rewarded for it, and he's showing out, and he's doing what we need him to do. We need him to do. We need a center that can do what he's doing. And he played well both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively, especially in the fourth quarter when he forced a turnover with John Wall. And that's another thing that I like, is that we exposed one of the flaws that we, as John Wall fans over the years, have saw. It's his propensity to turn the ball over in big moments. You know what I mean? He did it again tonight. We put the pressure on him. We scored. You know what I mean? He turned the ball over a couple times in the fourth quarter, and Westbrook looked way better than he did in the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter is money time. So with that said, they both canceled each other out, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Even though Wall had the better game from a scoring perspective, Westbrook did a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? And in the fourth quarter where it really counted, he came through and closed the game out. So I give him a draw. I give him a draw tonight. What else did I like? Again, taking care of the ball, not turning the ball over too much as a team. I really like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, I guess I got to save the best for last is Bradley Beal, man. Bradley Beal tonight, man, he was scoring first half especially, but then in the second half too. That man, he's just scored so effortlessly, man. It's like drinking water. Like, his scoring is the equivalent to drinking water now, man. You know what I mean? He makes it look so easy all over the floor. The game is just so pretty. You know what I mean? And for the fans of the NBA to acknowledge this man, and he is first place in All-Star voting as a Wizards on a losing team. When could we have ever said a player from our team had this much love in the NBA? Like, never. You know what I mean? So I'm really happy for him, and he just keeps on doing what he does, man. Like, it's nothing to him. But his scoring is so beautiful, man. So I really like that, man. I just want him to keep it up and just hope he doesn't get tired towards the end of the season, man. And the biggest thing that I'm looking at our standings, I looked at our last 10, and believe it or not, I can't believe this, but we're 5-5. 500 in the last 10 games we played, man. So what that tells me, especially these last 2 games, is that we're beginning to get it together, man. We're beginning to understand our roles, understand what we need to do. I'm beginning to see a pattern, man. I'm beginning to see a pattern. I don't want to speak too soon. We got a tough matchup coming up, you know what I mean? So I don't want to speak too soon, man. But these last 2 games, we got this last game against the Nuggets before we go on our West Coast trip, man. So if we could get this win against the Nuggets, then I'm really going to be like, okay, 3 in a row. You know what I mean? This is the second time this season we've won 2 games in a row. So I'm hoping that we could get our first 3-game winning streak and just start turning things around. We're still not that far back in the playoff standing, so we still got a chance, man. We still got a chance. I like how we've been playing the last 2 games, man. You know what I'm saying? After the debacle of Friday night when I was sick and ready to get this whole thing up, man, these guys turned it around and they drew me back in, man. I'm excited again. I'm like, okay, just keep doing what y'all doing, man. You know what I mean? And Westbrook, keep doing what y'all doing on the energy side of things, but cut down on the shooting, brother. Cut down on the shooting. That's all. Just just get another assist or two. I know you're getting 15, get it to 17 assists. You know what I mean? Just cut down on shooting a little bit. But other than that, man, I really like what I'm seeing, man. They just got to keep it up, man. And again, Brooks, I got to give you credit for making the changes necessary, you know what I mean, for us to start producing the way I knew we could, man. So I'm definitely happy, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait till Wednesday to see if we could keep it up, man. So, man, you know, that's about it, man. You know what I mean? Just let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man. I really appreciate, you know what I mean, all of the love that I've been getting recently. If you like the content, man, I would really appreciate if you guys would subscribe to the channel, The Wizards Review, on YouTube. You can follow us on YouTube at Wizards Review, and on Twitter as well. You know what I mean? And then you can also follow me, King Ade DMV, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and if you guys play NBA 2K on the Xbox Series X or S, man, find me in the park, man, King Ade DMV, all right? So y'all gonna see me Wednesday night, man. Wizards keep it up, man. I'm feeling good right now, man. Y'all, after, again, Friday night, I was so sick. I was just disgusted. I didn't think that it could be turned around. And for y'all to just turn it around against two quality opponents, I'm really happy about it, man. So just keep it up, all right? See y'all guys Wednesday, man.